It's getting closer and closer to Christmas, and a lot of us will be gearing up to hosting on the big day. According to a new report by Tesco, 1 in 5 of us will be cooking for a non-meat eater this Christmas. There has been a massive boom in plant-based diets in 2018, and according to the Living Planet report by WWF, eating less meat and dairy is the biggest thing that we can do to try and combat human-related climate change. If you're looking to reduce the amount of meat that you eat this Christmas, or show a loved one that you really care by eating less meat too, then this is the video for you. We're going to be taking a whistle-stop tour through all of the veggie alternatives to Christmas classics. In your classic Christmas dinner, a turkey is the main event. In fact, over 10 million turkeys were sold last Christmas, which is a massive amount. If it's something you absolutely can't go without, then buying an organic turkey is the best way of making sure that it's got really high welfare and environmental standards. But if you're thinking of moving towards a vegetarian option, there are loads of alternatives available. Let's take a tour. Something like a Wellington, a tart, or a nut roast are actually surprisingly easy to make. They don't take that long. And if you make them the day before, then you can just slide them into the oven to heat while everything else is cooking so it doesn't mess up your timings. If oven space is really at a premium, then what you can do is just get some pumpkin or some butternut squash, chop it into wedges, and you can cook it along with the potatoes and veggies so you don't need any more trays. And if you want to dive into the world of meat substitutes, you can buy something called tofurkey, which is really easy to cook. And I know Linda McCartney does a veggie roast as well, which you can find in the frozen section of most supermarkets. My absolute favourite part of any roast dinner is the stuffing. Traditionally, you would have made stuffing by putting the mix inside the turkey so that it would soak up all the flavours, but it's really easy to make a vegetarian version just by making a separate portion not inside the turkey. If you want to make your own stuffing, there's some really easy recipes that I'll link to, or if you're using a packet, you'll be pleased to know that most of them are vegetarian. Win-win. Some people, when they're cooking potatoes in a veggie roast, find it difficult to get the same crisp that they get with animal fat. But actually, if you just rough up the sides a bit once they're parboiled and then put them into some hot oil with some flour, it will do the same thing. Another Christmas dinner staple for most people is pigs in blankets. And while it might not seem like there's an obvious vegetarian option, there are loads of meat substitutes you can buy, like Quorn, or you can do what we're doing today and make our very own aubergine and halloumi veggie pigs in blankets. It's super easy to make. All you need to do is slice up some aubergine really thinly and fry it on either side for a couple of minutes, and then get some halloumi, put it in whatever herbs and spices you want, wrap it up and put it in the oven. It looks just like the meat version, but is vegetarian. Our final top tip is to not forget the vegetarian gravy to go on the roast dinner. You can make your own quite easily out of vegetable peelings that you already have because you were making dinner, but you'll also be pleased to know that most of the packet gravy that you can buy in the shops is vegetarian. Whatever you decide to eat this Christmas, the best thing that you can do to have a sustainable dinner is to make sure that it doesn't end up in the bin after the big day. Food waste is a huge problem globally, and Christmas is a prime time for good food ending up in the bin. Even if you don't eat everything on Christmas Day, the good news is you can freeze most stuff or cook it up into some tasty leftover dinners that will keep everybody going for the rest of the holidays. Refrying roast potatoes from the day before is my favourite Christmas snack, and if you haven't tried it already, I implore that you do. And that is it. Whether you're making a veggie Christmas for the first time or if you're a vegetable veteran, let me know what you're cooking up in the comments below, and have a very Merry Christmas. Don't forget to subscribe to be the first in line to see all of the new Hubbub videos. It's actually really good. And that's the end of the episode. To find out more and to get inspired, head to our website www.hubbub.org.uk, where you'll find loads of top tips to give you the spark to do things differently. Tune in for the next episode and come and join the Hubbub.